just recorded a 15-minute video, and about halfway through, either I accidentally turned the microphone off or the battery died. So I'm going to have to do this all over again. So let's see if I can remember this. There was supposed to have been a new video up this morning from climbing session yesterday. There isn't, because when I uploaded it, it'd been going for about 2 hours, and by the time I went to bed it was only at 3%. So I left it overnight. Got up in the morning, it was only 27%. So I thought maybe something's choking the internet. I'll cancel it, shut it down, try again when I got home. No, it turns out my SSD is dying. I tried to access the video files on there. Anything over a gig, can't do anything with. Can't copy them off. Can't upload to anything. Nothing. That SSD also has all of my photography from about 2010 onwards. Fortunately, most of that was already backed up somewhere, I think on my laptop. I did manage to copy what folders I hadn't got seen backed up on the USB. Oh no, that's where it's on the USB stick. I've got backups on there. But there was some from 2018 to this year that weren't backed up, but it copied them over no problem. So photos are all safe. I could play all of my music stored on that drive. I could play that no problem, so I think I'll be able to copy all of that off a bit at a time. Because where it seems to have issue is anything that's over a gig just chokes the SSD. And all of my video files are on there. Not the TV shows that I've got on there and films and stuff, I think I can get most of them off. At least all the ones that are under a gig, but my stuff, because I film in 4K, is over a gig. I can't retrieve it at all. So that's not the encouraging start of the week that I wanted, especially after how crap last week was. But at least there isn't a vlog up on me now. That was not particularly calm. A bit angry. And maybe a little bit violent towards my bouldering pad. Because I went back to push block yesterday. And that did not go terribly well. I thought I was going to get the 2 climbs that I had left. Turns out I'd misread the guidebook and actually had 3 left. One of them being a 6B+, which I could not get. I'm pretty sure I know what the move is, and it wasn't until I was editing the video yesterday I thought of another way around it, which would have been very nice to occur to me 6 or 7 hours earlier whilst I was there. But I tried the 6C+, which is the hardest one on that block. The last video, the last climb I did was push. Right on the end, goes up the arete. The 6C+ starts about halfway, traverses along ground level, then goes up push. And I can't make it happen. So I've been projecting 7As, several 7As, even one potential 7A+, and I can't even do the 6C+, or as it turns out, a 6B+. So yeah, I must have spent 2, maybe 3 hours on that climb, and by the end I was a bit bitter at having to walk away purely because I just couldn't feel anything. My fingertips were done, my feet were done. I mean, the last several attempts was just sheer willpower, even pulling on, because I just could not feel the rock on my fingers. So that was incredibly frustrating, because I know every single move on that climb is easy. And I should have been able to do it. But the problem with bouldering is it's not endurance based, and when you're doing stuff like that, traverse into a link up, you really need it. So my focus for the next couple of weeks is going to be on endurance whilst the rain's here. Make use of the wall and do endurance training. Then go back and smash that one. So last Tuesday I was sure I was going to get that 7A and 7A plus at propeller head. I really thought I could do that. And instead I got stuck on the same part I've always been stuck on, making next to no progress, and I was actually there considering just quitting climbing. It got me that much. I won't, because I've got nothing else to do, but yeah, I really wanted to give it in then, and the week did not pick up at all afterwards. So not being able to get that 6C plus, which I really should have. I can do every single move on that multiple times in isolation, no problem. So to make up for it, this weekend I decided to throw myself into training. So what I did was, the 11th, which was Friday I think, that was weighted pull-ups at 10 kilograms, 5 reps per set. I did 10 sets of that. That took me 17 minutes 29.58 seconds. And then I fingerboarded for half an hour. Was that on Friday? So I'll probably been to the wall and climbed as well. Yep. The 12th, kettlebell swings at 16 kilograms. No, hold on. Kettlebell at 16 kilograms, shoulder halos. I did 10 sets of 5. Then at 24 kilograms, I did the swings. That was 10 sets of 10, and then 10 get-ups. And then I did weighted pull-ups with my vest at 10 kilograms. 5 reps per set. I did 10 sets by the 15-minute 54 mark. And then I did another 8 sets by the half an hour mark, because I decided, hell with it, go for the half hour. Then it was fingerboard for half an hour. Then I went to the wall, where I did the ring push-ups. I did 5 reps per set of them. I did 10, which I was kind of impressed by, because I felt really strong on them, which I normally don't. So I think the dumbbell stuff I've been doing this year has paid off. Also on Saturday was the UV night thing, where it's like black light and you wore a headlamp. Far too many people there, it was sweaty as hell, and even with the head torch you couldn't see what colour a hold was. So I didn't really do anything in the way of climbing there. But it was pretty cool. Not that I can show you the footage for that, because it's on the broken SSD that I can't get the footage from. So that was well thought out. Then the 13th. When was the 13th? Oh, yesterday. Yeah, after I got back from the crag. Weighted pull-ups again at 10 kilograms for half an hour. 5 reps per set. I did 10 sets by the 12-minute mark, so I could probably have done more the day before. I did another 10 sets by the 27-minute 58 mark, and then I did another set by the half-hour mark, so 105 reps of weighted pull-ups in total. Hangboarded for 30 minutes. Kettlebell swing at 24 kilograms, did 10 of them, 10 sets of 10 reps. Then the get-ups I tried, and I failed at 2 rep mark, and I couldn't get it up again after that, so I dropped down to the 16 and started over the get-ups again, did 10 of them. And that was it for yesterday. And then today I did the barbell stuff for the program that I'm currently following. Then I came home to try and upload yesterday's vlog, which isn't going to happen now. Probably for the best. I did have to cut out a couple of swear words because family watches. But yeah, all I've done today other than that is non-weighted pull-ups, and I did 5 sets at max reps. 17, 12, 10, 10, 6. Then came out of the walk to do this. So the focus for the next couple of weeks, I think, whilst it's raining, is going to be endurance training for climbing. So I can go back and smash that 6C+. And body tension, I need to make sure I can do that, because that's going to help me out with the next grades of climbing, being able to hold body tension. Because there's a yellow at the wall, the V7, that I know I can do. In theory, every move on that I can do. I just can't hold body tension. Muscle isn't the problem, it's the tension. I can't do it. So when I get to the big macro hold, I just can't stay on long enough to position myself for the next move, which is infuriating, because it's also a very good problem that I want to do. Fortunately, it'll be up for about another month, so hopefully I can get it by then. So yeah, that, a lot more pull-ups. Trying to get back into running again. Oh, what day was it I did that? That was Saturday morning. I did a 1.2 kilometre run, which I think is the first time I've ever ran a kilometre. And surprisingly, I didn't have a stitch. So I think the dumbbell stuff has also helped me out with my cardio a bit as well. So I'll be looking at trying to make that a regular, and then over the next couple of months try and push it up towards the 5k mark. Yeah, this week's not had the start that I want. Last week I hated. It was just crap all through, and that is the polite YouTube version of saying it. Just ever since Tuesday, that was it. That was a write-off for the week. And it only seemed to get worse. So hopefully this week's going to pick it back up a bit. Really hope so. So I shall leave you with this view. And hopefully this time it's got the full audio all the way through. Flaming microphones. Fortunately, I've got a laptop, so I can still upload this. Well, I could actually do it from my PC, thinking about it. Just don't put it on the large SSD. It's going to be annoying sorting all that out. In fact, do I even want to, or just go with external drives for storage now? And work off my laptop more. That's future me problems. Let's hope that this week doesn't suck like last week did.